Excellent, gentlemen, this is Delicious, and today we have a Mourinho Generation 5-2-2-1 narrow. Why I made it? It was because Mourinho left Roma, so one will say finally, so one it's very sad. I am in between them. For some reason, I am sad about that the Fredlings didn't let him to finish his seasons. But there are many thoughts on it. It's a very complicated matter for me. But if they wanted to change the direction of the manager direction, it was the right timing, because as we see, even the Rossi, that it's for now it's starting. I mean, it's very starting his career as manager, can win games like Verona and Salernitana. I mean, Mourinho drawn at home with to Salernitana, but whatever. So now we are going to do a very fast TNPI. I wanted to build a 5-2-2-1, I mean a 5 at back, but for real, not like with the wingbacks on the M zone. To check even something different, the tactic provided very good numbers. It's it's providing defensive numbers. And we are gonna check what happened with Everton, Luton, and City, and our useless simulation with Paris Saint-Germain. But maybe it's not that useful. Okay, before we start, we do a TNPI. We can see sweep keeper, wingback, ball playing defender. All of those 3 at backs will get this slow down more because I let it for recognize them. So Volantes, double Volantes on support. Attacking midfielder with so take more risk, dribble more from position, move into channel, tackle harder. Advance forward, run from position, tackle harder. For me it's tackle, but I don't know, tackle. Scivolata. This is the same thing, guys. It's this is where a recreation became an adaptation, because I am letting those TI and PI literally on meta, because as we saw even on the tactic, the test, no, the tactical testing, there is no reason to go to something else if you don't want to just to provide less performance. That's why we are doing this. And since if you do something like that, things go to potato. This is why, I mean, you can try it yourself, you can explore your roads. I am telling you from test, those kind of, mid, if you can do something like that. Even you can do something like that even on low block, but tactics are losing like 10 to 10 points straight, so whatever. Let's check some results, and let's check some results. Okay, so as you see, I didn't select the players. I wanted to, as I said before, I wanted to check it how it was how it was interacting without selecting them, because otherwise we going in a scenario where literally it's less RNG, because I am pre-selecting them. So I let everything on our assistant manager. You can check the stats of those assistant managers, and boom, we can see super Lewine, that it's the measure focus of our goals. The rest, it's not very, there is nothing else interesting on it. Better play some games, but this team for me doesn't have the problem of Everton on FM, that midfielders, DM midfielders, so defensive midfielders, and even advanced midfielder are literally bad. This is my conclusion of it. But we can see some good results. 73 goals, 34 conceded, that it's very good, 74 points, which it's maybe it was not very lucky, as we see versus if we want to compare to the other tactics, but we can see goal per games 1.92, concede 0.89, which for me it's very good. We didn't really win anything, but it's a good start, at least for me. Let's check the next one. I did the same thing with Luton. I didn't select no one because I wanted to keep things this way. I wanted to try. We can see that with Luton, I mean, guys, Luton, if you go to check the players, it's totally championship level on FM. I don't know how it he's a level. I mean, why at the bio, for example, if you don't pre-select him, it's going to potato. He don't even play. They prefer this guy Brown. That it's not for me. It's not a very. I mean, I will play him as an advanced midfielder. To be honest, never as a striker. Because as I said many times, I prefer. Where is him? I prefer Super Elia Adebayo, 14 pace, 14 acceleration, and 16 jumping reach. He got even decent balance and agility, dribbling 13. I mean, this guy is very legit, but compared to the Brown, I would choose always him. Not even joking about it. But whatever, I mean, let's check some numbers. 66 points, very good. 63 goals. Okay, 41 concede. Something isn't. I mean, this way something. It's like because they don't have a focus target, which can be Adebayo. They have this Brown, so something is going to potato. But still, I want to provide you even this kind of things. Competition, we didn't won nothing. Data Hub here it's similar. 1.66 goal per games, 108 concede per game. So I mean, a little bit. We are very defensive, but you need even good. I mean, you need your defender park should be very good. Let's check with City. So with a team like City, I mean, I let their super Haaland. I didn't do nothing on him because I pre-selected him because I don't want to risk that sometimes he start with Alvarez. Or whatever the assistant manager want to use. And things are already changing. I mean, okay, you have a cheat code Haaland, but you can see even Walker, Bernardo Silva. There are many greens, I mean, superb greens. And we already can see 133 goals. When we are on a scenario, you can obtain this scenario even if you go to meta players. It means that if you select your players by stats, 133 goals, 26 conceded, which is very good, 100 points. Very good. Here, boom. We lost, I mean, even though we didn't win FA Cup and Community Shield, who cares? I mean, this is one. I can't show you because it was holiday. But I can show, I mean, here we got literally destroyed, but let's check some stats. I mean, this was most likely to me just checking numbers. I will not show anymore the gameplay. I mean, because I decided that it's just a waste of time on both of sides. And I mean, for me that was a very FM category. I mean, they did 5 in the goal. Even this, I mean, I don't even know what happened there, but you see, I mean. For shoots on target, 2 goals. Very good. So, already in a scenario where you are, I mean, you are an elite team, 100 points, it's very good. Now we check with our superb useless Paris Saint-Germain run, and we'll just do some conclusion and we are done. I mean, for example, here it's very unlucky because Dembele, I mean, I would play him. I mean, I am really in love just with his stats. This guy is insane. I mean, I am in love with this Dembele. He was a Paris Saint-Germain boy, Barcelona boy. Sorry. I mean, him, this guy Muani and Mbappe. This team it's already crazy. I mean, literally crazy. Let's check some. I mean, here you can see Asensio even 23 assists, 17 goals. I mean, Paris Saint-Germain assistant manager seems less potato. Oh Jesus. No, not less potato. I mean, I saw that every team they got an assistant manager that can't really select their players. Here it's interesting. I mean, it's not a 100% run like we always want to see, but I mean, guys, I already explained it. When you see 100%, this, I mean, there is a very good connection, seller connection that you went really on a very good scenario. Like here, you can't use Dembele, you can't use Muani. You already have a scenario where you are not on maximum output. Who cares? You are Paris Saint-Germain, you need to win. 96 goals, 9 concede. So at least we can see when you are on a scenario where you got a super team compared to the others, at least, I mean, 5 draws, it can happen. I mean, you are on we lost versus Monaco. Competition, even though we didn't even win the UEFA Champions League, but we went on the final. We lost versus City, Super City. Here, I mean, in this kind of scenario where, I mean, you are very defensive, and this is more realistic. This is very realistic, to be honest, at least these results, because you will not get, you are not interested to keep the possession. On the counterpart, Guardiolito, it's very interested about that, so it will be 9 shoots for in targets, 7 shoots on the other part. This is very Mourinho. I mean, this is very, very Mourinho. I mean, I am not even joking. For me, this is more realistic than anything. The Dahab, I mean, I can show you. It's 2.82 goals per game, but 0.26 per game. I mean, like, it's very rare that you get scored. And I am sure that the players weren't it was very random how they choose the player park. Because, for example, I will, even though he can't even play that, I don't even care. I will play him. I mean, his left, just to make you an example. Boom. You already, I mean, this team is already created by those 3 players. At least for me, you play like this. You have, I mean, I can even make the team very fast. Hakimi. What is Mendes? That is another very good player. Maybe you need to work around. I mean, I don't really like their central defenders. Here you can choose. I mean, Emery. I will play Emery, even though it's not the best already, because he is a wonder kid. But he is the best volante. That he will become super mouse. You can play maybe Vitinha, not even Vitinha. It's not. I mean, you can play maybe this guy Ugarte. I didn't check him yet, but maybe I will play Ugarte, or maybe Ugarte can be your defender on this. I mean, you can re-educate him. He's a bit too slow, by the way. No, no jumpy reach. Sorry, say the bullshit, guys. I mean, if you want to try this kind of things, if you want to play defending setup, I know that you want to play with your low block. You can try it. Maybe you will just suffer more. You can try mid block. It's a midway. I mean, on the both sides. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you next, guys. Bye bye.